Conspiracy Files. Since the death of Christ almost 2 millennia ago, Christians have been awaiting his return. But according to the book of Revelation, before the Son of Man comes back, the son of Satan must rise. Some say he's already here. But how will we know him?
The Antichrist originally was this demonic-looking figure with horns, very much like what we would see as the devil.
Today's experts have a much more modern view of how the Antichrist would appear to us.
You have more of that slick and suave-looking, maybe human-like appearance to the Antichrist that varies from the Antichrist of 2,000 years ago.
One of the characteristics of the Antichrist that we ought to be alert to, first of all, is someone who's going to invite us to participate in their power.
Over the course of history, there is no shortage of people accused of being that Antichrist.
Clearly, Napoleon and Hitler weren't the Antichrist, or at least not the only Antichrist, because we're all still here.
So who could it be? Hundreds of world leaders, past and present, have been accused of being the Antichrist.
According to the book of Revelation, the Antichrist is going to be someone who's extremely charismatic, who is good looking, who can lie without batting an eyelash.
But what would a world united under the Antichrist look like? 3 different possibilities emerge. The first involves a world where nobody even knows he's arrived.
One scenario would be that a figure would appear to be the second coming of Christ.
In this version of events, mankind is duped into believing that Christ himself has returned. People willingly give up their freedom of speech and freedom of religion.
One common perception is that it would be a one-world government under the rule of the Antichrist. It would be a one-world government of evil.
Everyone on Earth voluntarily takes on the mark of the beast in the form of an implanted GPS tracking number.
There will be a leader who appears to be holy and appears to be sacred. People rally around this person, and the real agenda is just sheer power.
A totalitarian state, 100 times worse than Soviet Russia, emerges. Big Brother monitors your every word and thought. Earth becomes a virtual prison camp.
Imagine the world under a single totalitarian government. We've actually seen that. And millions of people were executed. People couldn't come and go as they pleased. They had to work where the state told them to work and get everything they wanted from the state.
World 2 under the Antichrist is even worse. When the righteous are raptured, the sinners take over the earth.
In that vision, when all the righteous are taken away, the only people still left alive with sentience would be evil.
Rapes, riots, and murders run rampant. With all morality gone, society breaks down. Mankind obliterates itself in an orgy of killing and degradation.
It really is a horrible vision of a world ruled by the Antichrist.
The third scenario is the bleakest of them all. Once the Antichrist reveals himself, the pretense of peace will be dropped, and all must kneel before him or be killed. According to Scripture, 2 out of 3 people will perish in the hell on earth that follows, and they'll be the lucky ones. The Antichrist, with every weapon and army at his disposal, will initiate a holocaust against all of mankind. Nuclear warheads will rain from the heavens. Chemical weapons will poison land, sea, and sky. Whoever survives will be bombarded with biological agents designed to inflict slow, painful death on the remainder of humanity.
What if Hitler had the atomic bomb? Imagine if that kind of evil man had the ability to really weapons.
Whichever scenario takes place under the Antichrist, the final step is still the same. After 7 years, Jesus returns and battles the Antichrist. Hundreds more millions die. The valley of Megiddo fills with the blood of the evil and righteous alike.
Armageddon is the name that the book of Revelation gives for the great battle, the great cataclysmic confrontation between the children of light and the children of darkness, good and evil.
The good news? Christ wins. Satan will be bound in hell for 1,000 years. At least according to Scripture. Most of us won't survive to see it. The Antichrist. Is he real? Does he walk among us? Is his master plan of death and destruction already underway? And what can we do about it? Unsealed Conspiracy Files. Promotional consideration provided by